Alright guys, it's been a while since we did a Pokemon LP on this channel, but it is time yet again. This is one that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. This is going to be Emerald Nuzlocke Roulette. And Nuzlocke Roulettes, I guess we'll give some history first before we delve into this. So it was July 2011. My good buddy Blah and his friend Fallen Knight Zephyr discovered this Heart Gold Soul Silver encounter code, random encounter code, which I believe was discovered by Kazawar. And starts posting those videos. I think Blah did Nuzlocke Roulette of Silver first, and Zephyr did Black, I think it was. And of course I'm, sort of up there watching it along with him. And I comment, yeah, I would like to do one of these, but I don't really do any DS emulation. I stop at GBA. So unfortunately there's not one discovered at the time for any of the 3rd gen games. That would be the highest plateau I'd be able to do. Would have the greatest variety of guys. 1st and 2nd gen, you can certainly. I know he's doing a yellow one right now, but there's only 151 guys to randomly get, as opposed to the 300 plus in the later gens. So anyway, so I expressed my desire to do one of these, but at the time that's not yet possible. So anyway, flash forward to February of this year, I guess, February 2012, and there are thereabouts, maybe it's March, and Blah notifies me of this Pokemon Emerald randomizer, which we'll see the guy who created this in a minute. I say, okay, sweet, I'll definitely do it then, but I'm gonna hold off to the end of the semester so I can finish up stuff at school and whatnot. And evidently sometime between this thing being discovered, I'm not sure how quickly Blah informed me after it was posted. And now, like, Emerald Nuzlocke Roulette has been like a explosion all over YouTube. Just doing a quick search, there's at least like 4 or 5 runs out there, and I think people have told me that Hayden did one, so that might explain why. I don't really check up on that personally, but I guess that would explain why. But there's nothing wrong with that, because the thing about these, as opposed to a normal Nuzlocke, is that since it is a roulette, you never know what's going to pop up, so no 2 runs are going to be the same. Whereas in a Nuzlocke, normal Nuzlocke, say a Fire Red, you're probably going to want to try to get a Diglett. There are some guys that you're likely going to get and that most runs are going to get. This you have absolutely no clue, apart from maybe some of the gift guys. That's going to be about it if you elect to pick those up. But I think that pretty much covers history and stuff. So as for what this is, it's pretty much a Nuzlocke with random encounters. You could have anything you want on here, and I guess we'll go into detail after we get this loaded up. So you see here I've got this Pokemon Emerald raw file. We're going to copy and paste this. This just has a unedited Emerald Rom, and we're going to rename this to Emerald NUZLOCKE LP. Okay, so there's that. That's going to hold our file. Here's the zip archive or whatever it is. There'll be a link in the description to download that if you wish to do a run of your own. And inside the archive we've got some nice stuff. And here, Emerald Randomizer. This is the jar, and if you're lucky, you should be able to just double click this and it will run. But because I did some screwy stuff with my computer this semester, evidently Java got totally foobarred. So in case your computer is not doing Java properly like mine was, once you download the JRE and stuff like that, I think should be in this README. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to find Java. Anyway, the thing that you need to navigate to open it, if for some reason you're having difficulty, is in your program files, Java, JRE, bin, and Java. That should get it. Click OK. It likes to do a little black box thing sometimes, and click OK again. And there we go. Like I said, if you're lucky, that should just automatically run. But in case it doesn't, there you go. So there's a bunch of grayed out stuff. So the first thing we got to do is navigate to our ROM. So save games GBA, NUZLOCKE LP, NUZLOCKE LP. Nope. Open. There we go. Alright, there we go. Open that GBA file. And now you see stuff is lit up. We can do stuff. So what do these do? Alright, so you can, if you want to, you can edit your starters to be whatever you want. Obviously, the default for Emerald is Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip, and they default to having no held item innately. You can make this to be whatever you want, and this isn't quite in Pokedex order. You see Chimico here is the last thing. It comes after Deoxys, and you got Gardevoir and Bagon next to each other. But what we're gonna do, and this is probably optional. You can leave the starters alone if you want to. I mean, it's kind of your run. You can do whatever you want with it. But we're gonna set all three starters to being randoms, and I'm gonna set them holding a Master Ball just in case of shinies. But it's just gonna be just in case I do encounter a shiny. That's all it's gonna be used for. So whatever. So if you just want to change the starters, you're done. But the meat of it here is this in the wild Pokemon thing. So you got Unchanged, which is, as it says, Unchanged. Global 1-to-1. This is all explained in the README, by the way. But in case you guys don't like reading words and you prefer listening to Cooper talk, I guess we'll explain this. Global 1-to-1 is gonna take say all the Zubats and all the Zigzagoons and Puccinas worldwide are now something else. So if you ordinarily encounter a Puccinas are in a lot of different routes. Well, now the Puccinas are considered to be Tyrannitars, and now you're going to encounter Tyrannitars like mad throughout Hoenn. Area Unique is sort of a modification of that, of all the Puccinas that you would normally encounter in Route 101. Those might now be Larvitars, and all the Puccinas that you encounter in Route 103 or whatever, those might now be Bagons or something like that. So, but they'll always say the same. And completely random is what we're going to do. And I don't really know exactly how it works. I know that it's not like 100% random completely, because I know I've encountered like back-to-back Charmeleons and Lanterns and doing some testing. But whatever, it's the most random thing that we have available, so that's what we're gonna go with. And if you want to not overwrite your current file, you can hit Save As. We're just gonna hit Save. And now our file that we opened, which is this right here, should be ready to go. So let's get to it. We're going to actually first I'm going to set up my controller, make sure that's working, because Visual Boy Advance likes to mess with me. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, everything looks like it was correct. All right, so we're gonna open. No, we're not playing Touhouamon today. We're not playing Touhouamon. We're playing Emerald Nuzlocke Roulette LP. We're gonna get started right now. And I guess this is the resolution we'll play at. I may drop it down. Oh, doesn't have enough musics. I may drop it down a bit if it starts to become too taxing. Oh, that's the problem. We don't have music enable. I better drop that back down then. Computer. Alright, sorry, slight technical difficulty. Let's turn sound on. We want sound on. There we go. Okay, much better, much better. Okay, so we get started. We're going to go to options first, and we're going to definitely have that on fast. I guess I'll keep it shift. Nah, I don't know. I'll keep it shift. If you guys want me to change it to set... Oh wait, that actually won't be possible. Whatever, I'll just do set. Because the thing about these videos that you guys should know is that I'm going to be filming this entire LP over the course of like 2 to 4 days. So when these go up, like there's going to be no like capacity for me to respond to you guys and give taking your feedback and stuff. So I guess we'll go with this one because it looks like Legos, and Legos are fun, and that's really the thing about Nuzlocke Roulette, is it's just supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be like hardcore challenging yourself or anything like that, because you're gonna get random guys. You could be given who knows what. One rule that we will follow is legendaries just don't count for the wild things. If you see one, you can try to kill it or run, but you can't catch it. And if it does happen to be the first thing, just ignore it. So that's the rule we're gonna follow by. And I have no like set theme or anything for this LP. It's like we're not gonna do like talents and all that stuff like we do for white. When I first saw the RSC male, I hated him to death, and me and my friend agreed that we were both gonna play as the girl. And for some reason there was like sound that might be due to some things. Let's see if we can fix that. That might help. Oh, that's a throttle issue. Sorry, guys. Frame skip, throttle, no throttle. There we go. Hopefully that'll fix the wordle or ruling. I'm actually sort of tempted to do girl, but I think we won't. Let's see. I guess we'll just stick it and do something boring and plain. Cooper. No frills. Unfortunately, there's no rival naming in this game. That's one thing I really wish they would add to a 3rd gen remake, is the ability to name Brendan and May. Although the rivals in this game suck anyway, so whatever. Oh, and also, as far as the length of the videos go, probably we'll keep them to around 20 minutes or so. We're not going to do, not going to be any hour-long parts. The good thing is that I know this game pretty well. So, here we are, inside of truck. I would love to hatch an egg inside of truck, but unfortunately you can't. Unless you hack an egg into your party right there. Which I guess you could theoretically do, since you can save there, but anyway. So what time is it now? It is currently midnight. I meant to start this like during the day, but I didn't, so... what's gonna happen? I'm probably gonna try to avoid speed up button a little bit, anyway. We want it pointing straight. Hang on, we probably want it going this way. I'm gonna get it to this. And for those, oh, also 2 other things too. Well, hang on, I'll do that in a minute. Let me go ahead and get this set to the correct time. Okay, there's 11 or 12. Good enough, whatever. That's the correct time. As you can see, we have a GameCube here. And some notes for those who play Emerald and stuff. Actually, first we need to make a save first. Make a save. 2 things you'll want to make sure whenever you do an Emerald game. What is it? Options. Is this options? No, options. Emulator. Real-time clock. Make sure you have real-time clock set so you can grow berries and stuff. And here we go. See this .sa1? That's your save file. Make sure this is 128 kilobytes. If it is 64 kilobytes, then you will have problems when you beat the Elite Four. I think there's a... Where's the place to change that? Emulator... Save type. There we go. Yeah, make sure this is set to flash 128K. If it is not, then when you beat the Elite Four, you're gonna have major issues. So, we get down here, and there's a program about father. But you're too slow. So, what we're gonna do is, I think all we're gonna do in this episode is, depending on how much time we have, is get the starters and show the setup and stuff. First we have to go and touch May's balls. Which this is much better in Ruby and Sapphire. She's just sitting there. You don't have to go in and touch her balls. May has dreams of becoming friends with all Pokemon from all over the world, not to participate in contests or anything. And yeah, I'm pretty sure May and Wally, and these 2 and Wally, pretty much considered the worst rivals in the entire series for good reasons. All right, so we're gonna get to see who we have. And this is one reason I think Emerald is dumb compared to Ruby and Sapphire, because he's getting chased by a raccoon. Not a hyena, the friendly little raccoon. So, let's see who we got. We got, okay, we have Snorunt, Castform, and Pidgeot. Sweet. Usually I've been getting like Tyranitar and Metagross and Beastly guys when I do test runs. One thing to keep in note about these is I'm pretty sure like this is still considered Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip respectively. So like if we pick Pidgeot, that kind of counts as Mudkip, so that means May is gonna get Preco, which would be an advantage. Let's see, that would give her Marshtomp, which would be... Marshtomp's just so good. And this would still give her Combusken, which is kind of bad because we're so weak to it. But you know what? I've always been telling myself that I need to love Glalie more because it's like kind of the male version of Frostlass. So Pidgeot is tempting, Castform is Lolno. I know if Andrew were playing this, he would pick Pidgeot, no doubt about it. But we're gonna go with Snorunt. How appropriate that we get to start with an Ice type, eh? So me like you this. I already gotta pick up the name. And it's actually a female Snorunt, so that's hilarious. I guess that means we might be naming this Maria. Even though it can't evolve into Frostlass. It starts off with Powder Snow, so that's much better than Tackle or something like that. And that's gonna be a 2 KO, so that's sweet. We like you this already. Also, Glalie really balanced. I believe he has like base 80 in every stat. And I think Snorunt has like base 50 or base 60 in all stats. So they're really well-rounded guys. So pretty good as a starter. And the name raider from this game is in Slateport, so it's fairly early on. For the time being, since it's a female ice type, we're gonna name it Maria. Or Michiru. Let's do Michiru. Michiru. There we go. And unfortunately we have to tell him yes there. I guess we can keep playing a little bit more. We can go to the rival fight. And there's no running shoes yet, which is annoying. Wario steps in our way. And let's see, what moves do we have on Michiru again? Okay, there's the master. Oh, Timid! Timid, sweet. That's like perfect Frostlass nature, right? So that's actually really good. That's excellent nature. So, okay, Powder Snow and Leer. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna try to drop this down a bit. We'll see if it makes things mess up. But I don't want the computer to be overheating and stuff. Okay, here's our first... oh yeah, another thing too. Since we don't have balls yet, I'm not going to count these guys. We don't even have the option to catch guys yet, so... And yeah, we'll probably in future parts, we're going to drop the resolution of the screen a little bit. Since, you know, stuff is really nice and pixelated, and that's just great. So it looks like this thing doesn't have thick fat, because it's getting wrecked like the first one. Hopefully we can get Michiru to level 6. That would be good. I guess yeah. Well, let's just run around a little bit and try to get. Ooh, a Sceptile. Level 2 Sceptile. Nice. Can't wait to start catching up. This is gonna be a fun LP. So we're not gonna take this too seriously. Like I'm not gonna PQ more. If people die, except if Michiru dies, then I will PQ more. But this should be a lot of fun. I haven't actually watched anything besides... I actually don't even think I've finished watching Gloss Soul Silver NUZLOCKE, but this is just lots of fun. Should be very enjoyable, seeing guys that you don't ordinarily see, combinations of guys that you don't normally see, and just random stuff popping up at levels they're not supposed to be at. So... Michiru already gained 1 level. I guess we'll just attack some stuff until she needs to go to the Pokemon Center. And I need to keep it in the back of my mind too. This is a Nuzlocke roulette, so that's not just only catch the first thing. It's also things die. So I need to, while we're having fun, I need to also remember that stuff is gonna die if we're not careful. So we need to make sure to be careful-ish, and it looks like we're running up on about 20 minutes, so I am going to try to keep my promise to not make these excessively long. Ooh, Attract. it's funny because that should actually work. But anyway, F the nickname, or yeah. But anyway, ooh, look at that, a freeze hacks. Freeze hack. That's a great way to. That is a great way to end the last fight of the video. And yeah, just a note about these. Should be having these up probably every other day with Breath of Fire, alternating until one or both series are ended. So yeah, I'm gonna play through this again, probably over the next 2 or 4 days to its completion. Don't know if I'll do Steven or not. I might. It just depends on how good I feel the team is and how much time I have left to do stuff. But I guess we'll end the first episode here. So our starter is randomly chosen starter is, I think Inner Focus is the only ability you can have in this gen. Is a timid snow runt named Michiru. So and our ID number is 509083. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Starts off with powder snow. So already got our first freeze hacks. Makar, you should count our freeze hacks for this LP if you intend to watch. So we're gonna save it here in Old Dale Town, and hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys can start up some of these of your own. If you do, you can leave comments and stuff with your progress. That'll be fun to see us all progress together, eh? See you guys for part 2 next time. Later days.